Hey guys, how's it going everybody? My name's Blitzwinger, and ladies and gents, welcome on back to a brand new LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 video, and today we're going to be building Raven from Teen Titans Go. Of course, if you don't know, the LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 customizer is absolutely ridiculously fantastic, and it continues to get better and better, because I've already built her in the past on one of the episodes of Customs, which was a lot of fun, but today, I'm going to go on ahead and create Raven inside the game. Now, of course, typically speaking, the Teen Titans are members of the DC Comics universe, so it's like, wait, they're not supposed to be in here. So that's why we're going to use the customizer to try to add them into the game. But before we get to that, guys, it is really up to you whether or not we will be creating the rest of the Titans in a similar manner. So, of course, if you guys want to see the rest of the Teen Titans Go members assembled in this type of video style, go on ahead and hit that like button. If we hit 1,000 likes, then I will go on ahead and build the next Titan. But in addition to that, let me know which Teen Titan you would like for that to be. So we're starting with Raven. There are 4 other members of the team that we can use. So let me know whom you would like to see be the next one. Oh, look at that. Pretty good take on Deathstroke there, huh? Teen Titans reference right there? Not too shabby. All right, so we're going to go on ahead and begin with changing the name because, of course, well, we're no longer working on Deathstroke, so let's go on ahead and change it to Raven, appropriately so, if I may say so myself. And let's give her this really nice purpley background, because I think that would work well for the character as well. Obviously, she does not use a gun, so let's remove that. There's no need for that weapon to be there. And I think we are ready to go with the design. So, the first thing that I'm really excited about is that the newest DLC pack, the Cloak and Dagger DLC pack, added a few really cool helmet pieces. First of which is this one right here, which I really do like quite a bit, and it is one of the ones that I would honestly suggest for people to use because I really do think it looks very, very, very cool. So you could use that one, but the one that I'm going to use is actually this one right here because I feel like it works even better for Raven. So that's the take that we are going with. Now, of course, again, I would say that you could, if you want, go on ahead and, let's say, use the Nova headpiece or something along those lines. And I think that you get a pretty good result as well of Raven, like that way. So I think that it really is a personal preference type thing here, but I just really think that the Shroud helmet looks very, very, very cool and super duper neat, so that's why we're going to go with that one. Now, we will need to change the face up a little bit, so let's see. I'd probably like to... She doesn't have, like, totally white skin like that. From what I understand, it's a little bit discolored. Nope, that's too dark. Oh man, maybe like that. I think that might be a good color. I was just testing out the color there just to see if that would work. So I think that's a pretty good hue right there. I think that would work for us. Now, the other thing that's going to be really important about making this character look correct is, whoops, not that, sorry. Clicked a little too early, is the cape. And I think that I'm going to use the Cloak cape, which I think blends together really well with the Shroud helmet. Again, you could just go on ahead and make it a single color cape, where you go on ahead and use that, let's say. Color it, that's probably a little off. You probably would like to make it purple, which would fit, but I'm going for this kind of bluish take on the character. I know that typically speaking, she would have a purple design to her more so than it would be dark blue, but if you look at the old school Raven or the older Teen Titans Raven, sometimes she had outfits that were a bit more kind of bluish purple, I guess I would say it that way. This is just me trying to justify things to look correct, so it is what it is, but within the limits of the colors that are placed upon us, I think that we are going to make a really, really fantastic design here. So, from there, let's move on to the hands. Everything beyond this point becomes quite easy, for the most part, I would say, to get right, because there's really not too many details to her after this point. So, it's going to be mostly just black arms. So, we're going to change that up to just be plain black. Then we are going to go on ahead and keep the hips probably... I mean, they're supposed to be, I think, dark purple. But we'll make them black. And then for the legs, I'm leaving the torso for last on purpose. This is not me just like being picky here. I really would love to give her boots, but the problem is, I mean, that actually could work right there. That's actually the right hue for her skin color. I just don't know what color that is. Let's try to match that a bit better. Is it this? I mean, I guess that kind of works, actually. You know what? So I'll change the head to that color as well. Just so it fits a bit better for what we're going for. And that fits the design that we're trying to nail down. Now, for the body, the most tricky of the parts and elements is, of course, the torso here. And again, we could go for just plain black for the most part, because that would be fitting for the character. I mean, that's kind of the look that she usually rocks. But I do want to take a look at all that is available before we make that call, just to make sure that we get the best possible looking design out of this character. That's an interesting take, but again, that's obviously not going to work for the female body here of Raven. I don't know, maybe that one, but again, I don't know if she has... I don't know if she... oh, well, the problem is the skin color is wrong there. Oh, man. I'm realizing that this part is proving to be more difficult than I thought. Because going into this, I was like, this is going to be pretty simple. And for the most part, it has been. But before we also wrap it up, I do want to... Ooh. That's really interesting. Oh, man. I kind of want to use that because it really does look really good, man. Oh, because you have the cape kind of like in the front like that, just like she does. Like, you know how she has that little button that holds her cape in place? Oh, man. I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to go with that one. I feel like that might be the one that we need to go with because, honestly, I think that's the one that will look the best out of the bunch. Or, of course, we could go with just a plain black design, but that's really boring and just does not look all that great. Yeah, I think we're going to have to use the cloak body just because that's the one that kind of has the most function here for this design. So I think that's the one we're going to go with. Now, before I call it a day and we're done with this particular design, I do want to go on ahead and obviously give you guys a bit of a different take on the character as well. So if you want, you could, again, like I mentioned before, you could go on ahead and use the other helmet piece, let's say this one, along with the Nova head. So if we scroll down, and I think that that will give you an interesting take on the character as well. I wonder, does it change? Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. I just wanted to... I wonder what color it changes. So you could do that. That's not a terrible take on the character either. But in addition to this, if you're like, hey, I really would much prefer that we went for the purple kind of design, you can do that as well because there is a customizer for the color. So you can go on ahead and change that to be purple and then grab the cape and give your character a custom cape. Change that to be purple. And then you've got a purple Raven design rocking and rolling as well. Now, of course, again, with the head for this one, I'd probably change it up, honestly, just because I am not super duper fond of the design that you get with Nova. So let's see. Maybe we could find something a little bit better here. Sort of like that, actually. That's not bad right there because it kind of has the eyes covering up in black. Like, usually you can't really see her eyes when she's got the hood on. So you could do this. This is another design that you could pull off. Or, of course, if you're like, hey, I don't like the helmeted look at all and I don't want to do that either, then you can go on ahead and just go and rock maybe, I was going to say this hairpiece, but I feel like that would be the wrong... Yeah, that's kind of the wrong color. I mean, we would change the face for it, obviously. Maybe that one there. Because she has kind of a long haircut like that. So that would work. And then we would change it to another face. Like, let's say that one. Sort of like that. I'm realizing the hair doesn't work there. Oh, that's male. Okay. I did not even realize. Okay, like that maybe, you know? That could kind of work for Raven. You know, that's sort of a haircut that she has rocked in the past. So, again, I've obviously given you lots and lots of different takes on the character here, and you could really mix and match and try to figure out the look that you personally like and the look that you're going for. For the sake of this video, I'm going for a bluish outfit for her. But again, like I said before, you could mix it up and try to get a different look for the character just based on your personal preference. Now, as far as abilities are concerned, again, I don't like to tell you specifically what you should use here because this is really up to you. And, you know, you could go very accurate and be like, hey, I want this character to do this and this, but it's not accurate, or it is accurate, and so on and so forth. So it really just depends on your personal preference, because some people will say that, hey, I don't like that look, or that's not accurate to the character set that the character has. So it's going to be just a personal preference type thing. Obviously, for things like beam style, I will show you guys some cool beam colors that you could go on ahead and nail down. I'd probably say you want to go even maybe something a little bit brighter like that, because I think that works really, really well. So you could go on ahead and do that, and it looks pretty cool. You could also do blasts by going into the, or bolts, I should say, by going into the tap category and then changing your bolt style to be maybe something like that, a little bit fancy looking. And just for the sake of having a little bit of variation in the color, you could go with a brighter pink, you know, just to mix it up and make it look a little bit more unique for the character. And then for the hold, you could do a targeted lunge, or an explosion attack if you'd like maybe of her charging up, sort of like powering up. I'm not a fan of that one. That one there looks pretty cool though. And we could go for the purple look on this just to mix it up once more, maybe give it a sonar blast effect so that she's got a lot more versatility as a character. Double tapping obviously should give her flight because she does fly around. Passive traits are going to be, of course, her health, which we will make kind of purpley because it fits the character. Then we are going to go on ahead and change the voice to one of the female voices. Fast speed, don't want to make her super fast because she's not a character like the Flash or something like that, so obviously trying to keep that within reason. I'll give her the green and purple reticle because it's the only one that has some purple in it, so I feel like that would fit the character. And with that all being said, ladies and gents, that is the completed take of Raven. So let's go on ahead and take a look at the character out in the wild, running about and seeing how well she turned out. Of course, if there was an option to actually recolor beams and abilities multiple colors, then you could do a much better job of customizing this character and getting even a better look for the character. Because personally speaking, like, it would be amazing if you could go on ahead and take a character like, for example, if I grab right here, right here, like Shroud, right, whom we're gonna run away a little bit here, and we, sorry, where is this? Was it not Shroud? Who was it that had the, oh, was it him? No, it wasn't Nightmare. Huh. I don't remember who it was. Oh, it might have been Black Bolt. Yeah. So, like, that effect color right there, the black and purple, would be perfect for Raven, you know? It would work so well for the character, but unfortunately, you can't do that in the customizer. So within the limits of the customizer, I still do believe that we did a pretty good job. Now, of course, let me know what your favorite take of Raven is. Also, guys, don't forget, tweet at me and Instagram, hashtag, I don't know, Blitzwinger Customs or something like that, and tag me at Blitzwinger on both of those social media platforms, and show me your customs. Let me see what kind of takes have you come up with for your Teen Titans Go or Teen Titans characters. I will, of course, hopefully catch each and every single one of you lovely, lovely folks here next time. Peace out. I'll see you all later, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.